All right, what's going on YouTube? Today is Friday, May 22nd. We're going to go over today's trade. Um, Another break even. I'm starting to think maybe I moved to break even a little too early, but I'll explain that in just a second. So, going into market open, I was bullish on the day. The 4 hour and 1 hour were very bullish. So, I marked out these two previous day or earlier in the week highs just in case. Saw we were going to hit them. But shortly after market open, we took out London highs and we started reversing. So now I'm looking for shorts. And what I saw was this 5 minute gap here was getting tested. So I was waiting to see if that would be inversed. Um, Eventually, it was. We did end up inversing this gap. I had a limit order right here. But once I saw this get inversed, the 5 minute get inversed, and then 1 minute got inversed, that's all I needed to enter. And there was this massive like candle down. Not sure what that was, but yeah. So I entered here, and the trade looking really good, looking really good. Now I originally put my take profit halfway in this 5 minute gap here, because as you can see, it still has an inversus gap. It was getting heavily respected. So originally I put my take profit halfway in this gap, but I wasn't a huge fan of the risk to reward there. And I thought, it's going to take out Asia lows. I knew it was going to take out Asia lows. So I moved my TP to Asia lows, stopped just above this candle. And yeah, it was looking really good. It got to this point, went all the way down here. Would have taken out my take profit if I left it where it was at, but this is my break even level. So once this candle happened, I moved to break even, and as you can see, stopped me out shortly after. But then ends up going right to where exactly where I knew it was gonna go. So this is why I'm like, okay, maybe I moved to break even too early. I think what I should have done is it went away, but there's a gap right here. So I'm gonna go ahead to delete these. There's a 1 minute gap here. And I think what I should have done is once it got to my break even level, probably should have moved my stop loss to maybe here, just to allow some room to retest this gap if it wanted to, which it sort of did, and then dumped right back down, inverse this gap, took out Asia lows. So again, I mean, break even is better than a loss, but I don't know. It kind of sucks. This has happened multiple times over the last couple weeks where I get stopped out at break even and then it goes directly to my take profit. So that happens. Sucks. Maybe I'm moving to break even too early. I'm not sure. Now, another thing that I noticed. There we go. You know, Another thing I've noticed is that maybe I make my trades too complicated. So today I kept it simple and it ended up semi working out, I guess you could say. But maybe I could have entered even off of this, right? So we take out these highs, inverse this gap here, create a bearish gap, gets respected. I could have entered there, but in my mind, I'm waiting to see this 5 minute get inverse first. So yeah, I'm not too mad at it. I can definitely tell I'm getting better, for sure. Like, I would much rather be right now. I would say I'm getting hit on break even more than I'm losing, and I would much rather prefer that. So yeah, I can definitely tell I'm getting better. Still have a lot of work to do. Still have a lot of things to learn, but yeah. So all we can really do is just look forward to next week. I'm not sure if there probably is news next week. I mean, not much. There was none this week, so volume's been pretty doo-doo. But yeah, so all we can do is just look forward to next week, continue to learn, and yeah, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. So appreciate you for watching. I'll see you on Monday.